Okay. Check some things up. See if we're live. Oh yes, we are live. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? So, got caught off on the Archon quest actually. I think left off when the gang was planning on making a play for Farina, I think, but it's more of a quote-unquote trap. But let's see. Alright. Let's go. Should be interesting, actually. I got spoiled off too, so whenever I last saw the spoilers, I just wanted to jump on the Archon quest immediately. Woo! Alright, here we go. Switch off to that. No. Alright, here we go. Okay. Right.
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it? So much has been happening.
Those meetings sure did make me hungry.
Paimon didn't think the meetings would go on for so long, but everyone seemed pretty fired up, huh?
True. Okay.
Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little surprised.
Yeah, they didn't react that much, actually, against Farina. Do you feel more confident after the meetings, Paimon?
Well...
Oh, what?
It's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any experience with this sort of thing. But with you around, Paimon sure will do great.
Huh?
After all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you? Huh?
Something wrong?
Did you just pour some tea? Paimon didn't notice you doing that at all.
No, I didn't.
Then what's that?
Oh shit, it asked if I wanted to see. Oh, what's that?
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you two for tea. I merely refrained from saying anything till now.
Who's that? Oh!
Who's that voice? But there's no one here.
Yeah.
Aw, have you forgotten me already?
Oh, it sounds familiar. She's one of those voice back in Sumeru Archon quest. Ooh.
You are familiar.
Yeah.
You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru.
Yeah. Let's go. I remember.
Voice from the sky, I fear that description is wrong. Though, not completely wrong.
Oh. Okay.
You're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously. I sensed that confusion and thus came to you. Guiding people is an irresistible hobby of mine, after all.
I'm gonna guess that's her. Child's master. Who are you, and what do you want with us?
Consider me a passerby, just accepting a commission from my friend's disciple on a whim.
Oh wait, Alice? Friend's disciple. So this is one of the friends of Mona's master, the enigmatic end of the exit circle. Allow me to ask you, will Fontaine's prophecy come true?
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
Damn, bro.
What? Then is there any way we can stop it?
I mean, it's destined, so...
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Tevat so easily be changed?
Yeah, there it is again. Fate. Can there really be no exceptions?
So you've caught on. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall?
Yeah, it reminded me of Dainsleif, what Dainsleif said too. Not everything's like a seed. It's all been planted all along.
Are the things that you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive?
And what if this world is just... What if Tevat, outside Tevat is just like chaos, bro? Damn.
What is she talking about? It all sounds really impressive and important and stuff, but it also sounds kind of scary.
The tea in the teacup's just about gone as well.
I believe that you understand, right? Some things are insignificant, but others you must reach out to change.
I see.
Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play your part.
Yeah, I understand that a bit actually.
This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality. Well, that'll be all for today.
They didn't make that though. What
The
the?
voice. It's gone.
Mage N. Is this the clue you're leaving for us? Then the traveler's unexpected news leads to unexpected... Bruh. When you wake up, someone seems to be outside.
What?
I hear someone talking. Mm-hmm.
Alright, coming!
You're getting more diligent, Paimon.
Hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay?
Hey, I'm the one who's doing the fighting, alright?
Oh, I see I've
Oh, it's
walked in
Mona.
on some lively banter.
Oh. Hello, Mona. Have you been these past few days?
Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that Steambird panel. It turned out to be more interesting than I expected.
Okay.
Not all Fontanians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting for the end to come would be wrong, and that they should make their own rescue preparations. I agreed, so we had a brief chat with her.
Oh.
Did she have pink hair by any chance?
Oh, she's talking about Charlotte?
Why, yes! It
Oh.
was Charlotte. You remember her, right? That daredevil journalist?
Daredevil jealous.
I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow their lives to be commandeered by just a few words?
That's right! Paimon's glad to hear something sensible for once.
Ah, yes. About what we had discussed before. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't reach the old hag. I'll try again tonight, but I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Oh. Actually, someone already came over.
Huh?
Damn. She doesn't even know. Tell Mona about your mysterious guest.
Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
I believe she came to pass a message to us.
She said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon. Most people would believe the gods to be all-knowing, right?
What if it's not?
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. She said that N's sense of direction is incredible, and that she loves guiding those who are lost.
Aw. Sounds sweet,
But
actually.
I've never met her, and if she were still alive, she'd be... Well, suffice it to say that the hag's at least a few hundred now, and N's been around for longer than that.
Holy shit. She's older than Alice? Holy f...
Whoa.
What the...
The Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group.
Bruh.
But they must really stay in shape to live so long.
Yeah. Not that type who you can mess with, actually.
Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
If she came to see you personally, then the problem you're facing must truly be of great importance.
I see.
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything she said.
Yes, she was quite cryptic, but I suspect she means that there is still a way to turn things around. She didn't say when or what that would be, though, so...
I see.
Perhaps it is something that you cannot know right now.
Yeah, we're still far off from final quest anyway. True. Her words were meant as a helpful hint, but when will we realize their value and meaning? Was that the best answer that my question could have gotten?
Traveler, Paimon, are you two alright?
Me? No, not really.
Oh, we're fine. We're just a little down right now. It kind of feels like the end is coming, you know?
Oh, you guessed right.
I see. I feel that same sense of desperation, too. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So far as I have seen, it cannot be swayed. But even so, I still hope for, and believe in, miracles. Astrology is eternal and rational, but fate may not be. It is cruel, but it can also be beautiful.
Oh, nice perspective. Okay.
Perhaps that's what En was trying to tell you. Not to lose heart, and to believe that what you are seeing playing out before you is not yet set in stone. I did originally think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't. Even if this is all futile, I still wish to help everyone. If we don't struggle to the last, then how can we face the end when it comes?
Yep.
Huh. You do have a point.
Yeah.
There I go, talking about astrological principles again. Sorry about that. The moment I start talking about work-related stuff... I need to get going.
Don't worry about it, Mono, and thank you.
It was worth trying to comfort you, even if only a little. I believe that you'll help those who are struggling in the same way I did. I suppose that might be why we always seem to meet by coincidence.
Was that it? Comforting
Paimon
friend.
feels kind of moved by what Mona said. But
Yeah.
also kind of sad, too.
Yeah, it's a mixed emotions. It's a
Hey,
lot of...
Traveler, Paimon suddenly feels like going outside for a walk. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
Okay, is Mona around here? No. Don't see her, so... return to the newsstand. Where's that? Yeah, what Mona said, yeah. Goodness. It does feel like we're a little burnt out. Alright. Go to the newsstand, alright.
Huh? Our names are written in this newspaper. What's going on?
Oh, there's a crystal right there. Maybe we're famous?
Let Paimon see! The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy. But that does not mean that others cannot interact with it. My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Huh. Guess Charlotte still hasn't given up on that.
Oh, we haven't told Charlotte about that, actually.
Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report. A blonde adventurer with their white fairy, legends trailing in their wake. It is said that this mysterious traveler once visited the underwater fortress.
Damn. Charlotte really knows her way with words.
So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, do not fear, for the tales of the traveler contain surprises in spades.
I see.
Journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet, the Traveler's Trail,
World Walker. Damn.
Huh. Charlotte took so many awesome photos of us and we never even noticed her.
Oh, she was just following us?
She
Oh my
hasn't been
goodness.
able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's using us as the subject matter instead?
Sure seems to be the case.
Seriously? Well, fine. Those headlines and photos do look cool, so Paimon will forgive her this time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's nice. Hunters profits. Continue moving forward. Okay, pick that up actually. Let's go up. Yeah, we haven't tell Charlotte about our report actually. Yo, Charlotte, a favor.
We're here! Paimon's hungry. Should we go in and get something to eat?
Right now, we're just like the filler episodes. Fun as fuck. Alright. Okay. I think. Oh. Inside the restaurant. Is this? Can't tell this Hotel de Bourg. Oh no. Oh yeah, it is Hotel de Bourg.
Look! That's
Who's that?
the limited edition only 16 slices
Oh.
a day cake!
Oh. Hasn't already sold out for the day?
It was so delicious the last time we tried it. Despite the tense situation we were in, let's give it another go. Paimon's sure it'll be great.
Can't let anyone get ahead of us. Maybe it's.
One slice of cake, please.
Oh no. Is that Sadine?
Someone showed up after all.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Sadine?
Oh, are you here to
Oh,
buy
yeah.
cake too? It seems Monsieur Nervalette was right. You really can eat.
Oh, what does that mean?
Wait, did he really say something like that?
Oh, you saying about that by Paimon?
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love the cake and coffee here.
Man, I feel like the Melusines are overworked, bro. Drink coffee most of the time.
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
Oh
It's
gosh.
part of my daily schedule, apart from work. I shall have my cake and coffee.
Yeah, it's like sugar rush and fuel for coffee, bruh.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon
And
and
you
you
would
wouldn't
get-
get to eat cake here anymore? What would you think?
Oh, I see what Paimon's going.
But
We're
why
good.
would it close?
Should we tell them?
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but maybe maybe the waters will rise tomorrow. You know, like in the prophecy.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No. Still, even if there'd be no more cake tomorrow, that wouldn't keep me from having some today.
Oh.
It's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today, then you should carry on. That's what people call living, you know.
Ooh. Okay, interesting. Interesting perspective.
Huh.
This must be protected actually.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go?
Okay, that's like 3 down.
These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
Well, we're gonna buy it for ourselves though, but appreciate that.
You know Sichuan?
I feel like they all know each other.
I sure do. She was born before me, and she
Oh.
sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans.
Interesting.
She said
Okay.
that humans are creatures that are saddened easily. Yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food. So please try the cakes here. I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now.
That's funny.
You two try to stay in a good mood after eating, all right? Bye.
I mean, it's true, but
And there she goes.
oh, that's it,
All right,
bro. What's the
let's
difference?
dig in. Paimon's sure this cake will be delicious.
What's a different dialogue with him? You share a glance with Paimon and snarf down the cake.
It's more delicious than last time, and the flavor gets even better with a sip of tea. It sure would be nice if we could come again tomorrow. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here.
It's not what's gonna happen though. We got an impending disaster. on our hands. Leave the hotel the board. Okay.
Right.
Oh bro. Okay, that was an accident actually. I don't know why I pressed T instead of F. Oh gosh. Yeah, all I can say is, man, we must protect them. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, here we go.
Oh, we're near the Steambird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Yeah, it is hotel the board. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Charlotte's there. Okay.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon! Oh, have you seen the article I wrote about you?
Actually, we did, yeah.
You got some nerve. You just used us to make some quick mora.
I mean, we do owe her a favor, so can we negotiate a profit split? What the
You
fuck?
needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you a letter to discuss just that. It appears you didn't receive it, though.
Poisson.
It's
Oh,
all right, though. I've set aside the amount intended for you. I've even set the table with some food.
yeah, exactly.
Really? Oh, you're the best.
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon. If I were a journalist with ulterior motives, you'd
Yeah.
be in trouble now, you know.
Yeah, all you need is more and food for 5, and that's it.
Oh, Paimon knows you're not like that.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for me?
When Mona mentioned you, we thought of coming to see you at work.
I see.
I see. It seems you've already bumped into Mona here in Fontaine.
Huh.
So she mentioned me? What did she say?
She said that you're a real daredevil of a
Daredevil.
journalist.
Impressions.
Nice. In which case, can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legendary Traveler and Paimon?
I like the legendary title and Traveler.
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
It was just like a tease, actually.
Oh, of course
Seems
it
like it.
doesn't. That was more like live photography. What I'd like to do is dive deeper and ask you to talk about the things you've seen and experienced.
You seriously want to interview me?
Yeah. Are we even qualified enough?
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not right now, of course. I'll need a few days to prepare.
Oh,
Bruh.
in that case, we'll just chat when you have the time then?
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief immediately. I'll have to apply for lighting, a venue, some props, and...
Oh gosh, what the?
Whew, so much to get done now. Talk to you later.
What do I feel like it's gonna be on her story quest?
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
Just ran. Nope.
And what's that?
Oh, still got her.
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded tomorrow, what would you do today?
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but I've never once thought that the day could be tomorrow.
Ooh.
If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist, first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene. And secondly, I wouldn't forsake my homeland that easily. From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy.
Damn, we must avert this. Try our best to avert this crisis, honestly.
Just think about it.
Props.
If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, but I still successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person, then the story I would wind up writing would truly be timeless.
Damn, so humans they don't really... Well, I guess, no, I'm not gonna speak on that, actually.
And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible.
Damn.
I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job. and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist.
Yeah, humans just loves their passion. Yeah, it's the thing about humans.
But anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get back to my preparations.
People wouldn't take that, at least.
That's so nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda envies her.
Yeah, we're the only one who's actually thinking the veracity of the situation right now, I guess.
Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
But then again, they don't exactly know what's going on behind the scenes. So. Okay. Oh, it just teleported there. Okay. Interesting.
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh?
Yeah, sometimes you just need to look at the scenery and unwind.
Paimon's been thinking.
Yes?
If it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we go and what would we do? No, Paimon should ask, if you could choose,
Oh.
what would you like to do?
Okay. If I could choose, huh? I see. Just like Charlotte said, suddenly trying to consider what to do is pointless.
We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. We didn't have to either, with us always being on the road and whatnot.
Until that moment comes, I think I'll keep on journeying on.
You mean, still traveling?
Yes, cherishing every single moment that I have to look upon this world.
Huh. Wait, isn't that what we've always been doing?
Yeah, that's true. The banter goes back and forth between the two of you as time slips by as night falls. You return to your accommodation and end this busy day. We didn't do much that day, actually. Besides talk to Mona and Charlotte. Eat some cake. The next few days are just as calm. Charlotte comes to find you and conducts the interview in the Spina de Rosula safe house at the Flubsond. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a story quest. Navia having finished her business in Poisson, even drops by to take a photo with you, with the two of you. All goes well. I see. Where would this leads us, though? Huh? Yeah, it seems like everything's normal so far. Yeah, back to Flubsond.
Feels like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough. But it's still better than the Fortress of Mirapede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too.
I kind of feel like Nouvellette right now, contemplating life.
So the two of you are still here. Wonderful.
Oh, hello. It's Isadora.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nouvellette sent me to look for you two before. I heard that afterward you went to the Fortress of Mirapede.
So are you under the impression that we might be wanted criminals?
Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his.
Oh.
Actually, I'm here to pass along a message from him.
Let's hear. Did something happen?
Yes, inside the Opera House.
Uh-oh.
The Maréchaussée Phantom has declared the incident a small-scale riot.
Oh.
A riot?
Oh,
Well, that said, I don't personally think it was that serious.
Oh, it's like a play.
Lady Farina was watching a performance at the Opera House, and while she was resting during an intermission, some other audience members suddenly started harassing her,
Oh.
loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis.
Oh, is this part of the play? Oh, I see.
Before she could respond, others started to join in.
Oh.
The crowd continued to grow, and protests against the Hydro Archon started to break out.
Okay, so that's our cues. I think that's our cue to join in, I think.
So people have started to put the blame on Farina. Guess they finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been under due to the prophecy.
I agree.
Yeah.
People will naturally rely on gods, as is customary. But the moment people feel threatened, gods are also the first to be blamed.
So what happened after that? Is Farina okay?
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless, she claimed that she'd gotten tired of this and left in a hurry.
Oh.
The Marechaussee
Bruh.
Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when things had stabilized did we realize that she had gone missing.
So, you mean she's still missing?
Holy shit, for a few days? How many days
That's
is that?
right.
Oh,
The
crap.
Marechaussee has dispatched many people to search for her, but we don't have any leads yet.
Why do I feel like she just turned into water or something like that?
That said,
To
I
hide.
don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god after all. Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could ordinary people do to her?
True. I understand the situation.
Good. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to tell you about the situation, but he didn't say anything else.
Do you want us to visit him, or?
Don't worry, this is more than enough to go on. Thanks for keeping us informed.
Is that so? Well, alright then. In that case, you two take care. I'll be heading back to the palais now.
You take care too. Oh. Look at that.
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then.
You sure caught on quickly.
If we know Farina, she won't try to fix things in this situation.
Bro,
Instead, she'll look for a place to wait out the heat.
their expression, bro, is so hilarious.
And, as we also know, she may be loud and dramatic, but she doesn't have a heart of stone.
True.
When Nervalais was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness and remorse.
I didn't notice she was smiling when she went out.
It would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today.
Yeah.
Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's feeling. Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but Paimon can do the analysis to back it up too. Cool, huh?
I see becoming a detective's done you some good. It's like those detective novels haven't had an effect on you.
In that case, there's not a moment to lose. Poisson, here we come.
Are we going to Poisson? Poisson. Poisson. I don't know why I like that word so much. So she had arguments with Neuvillette. Excuse me. After that, she went out. Huh.
This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible.
Alright. Just down here. Oh, she is here. I'm gonna land on here just in case fucking cutscene triggers. Ah. I didn't land there, Zhongli would have been dead. She is here, okay.
That's Farina, right over there. She really is here all on her own.
Shh. Stay quiet for now.
Should I just give up? This is all meaningless.
Is she crying? Oh no!
What was meant to happen?
Oh, she is.
After all, everyone's dead.
Hydro Archon. Hydro Archon. Don't cry.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Could be an act too, so.
Give up, Farina. There's no point in holding out.
Alright.
I'm sorry. But what can I even do other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over?
Farina.
Who's that?
Oh! Got scared there for a
Don't
minute.
worry, Farina, it's just us.
Oh, it is you, blonde traveler from another land. Why, I almost thought you were someone from that mob of my ignorant subjects. Come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
Bro, stop the axe, bro.
Farina,
Come on now.
you were crying just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are obvious.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, tear stains?
Come on.
Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving. I'm still trying to process it.
Oh my goodness, stop lying.
Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the arts.
Bro.
They even dare to tout their Archon. I must teach them a lesson.
Oh my
I can
goodness.
just imagine their twisted and frustrated faces once they realize that I'm nowhere to be found.
Her voice is so good that switch from crying to this. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
So good.
and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Marsh Say Phantom are freaking out right next to them too.
Stop trying to act tough, Farina. You're actually beyond devastated right now, aren't you?
Of course not.
Uh-huh.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there!
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Quick, after her!
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Run. Run. Run.
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
Uh-oh.
They are... They're just some rabid fans who want to cut the line because they haven't been able to meet me in person, aren't they?
No. Need to run.
That's against the rules. I
What?
can't let them get their way.
Oh my goodness.
Farina just ran off. Quick, we have to catch up with her.
Okay. Well, it should... I was like a play or something. Yeah, this has to be part of the play. Oh. Oh shit, is that foreshadowing? Holy moly.
This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina!
Oh,
There's
this
a
part
good
of it.
hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of them catch up to you.
What is this place?
Is she actually that oblivious? Oh
They're
goodness.
almost here.
Fine,
Oh,
fine. I
gosh.
suppose haste is warranted. Lead the way.
This is so goofy. Yeah, it has to be part of the play. It's obvious. Shit's hilarious. So odd as well, since it's like everything is in motion. Oh goodness. Okay.
Paimon's exhausted.
I'm so tired. I totally thought they had caught me.
Them.
No, I mean, I really gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
Oh gosh. Space is not what I'd call soundproof. I want to lower your voice to stay hidden.
You're right.
Bro.
Yep, that's a good girl.
It's a good girl. Oh shit. What is going on?
What's happening? The ground's shaking. Is it an earthquake?
Another disaster just struck, I suspect.
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
Yeah.
It can't be. It's happening again.
Oh gosh.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Nouvellette's made some emergency plans, so the evacuation should go a lot smoother this time.
Yeah, I hope you're right. But the people of Poisson, they've already...
Does Farina finally reach her limit? Now that she's talking about her actual feelings, she's starting to look far less stiff. Oh, you begin to talk amongst yourselves as Farina slowly calms down.
It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years.
Damn.
I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me. I've tried all kinds of ways too to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing.
Seems like it wasn't effective since there's so many waters in Fontaine.
But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end. Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time. We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled.
But even then, you still haven't given up, right?
Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. It would mean finally coming to terms with fate, but also for me to finally be free.
But that would also mean that all hope would disappear.
Indeed. I've thought about giving up so many times, especially after we almost lost Poisson.
Yeah.
Fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It has no heart and obeys no rules. The prophecy has only just started to come true, and so many people have already lost their lives. But just now, it all became clear to me. I still don't have the right to come to terms with fate on behalf of everyone else. As long as the final moment hasn't come, it's still not too late. Don't worry. I will keep hope alive for everyone until the very end.
So one thing's for sure, she's actually trying, but it's just too much for her, I guess.
Well,
Poor girl.
that's enough for now. I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, considering my rank and station, that wasn't a good fit at all.
She's back to talking again.
Don't take any of what I just said seriously.
Oh my gosh.
How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whims of trivial prophecy?
Sir, egotistical pride again.
Come on! Paimon could have sworn you were actually being honest just now.
Yeah, exactly. Me too, but we're running out of time. You can't just go back to square one like this. I have to get more information out of her. Farina, you might not have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here.
Yep. I can never be erased by the tree. I forgot the name of it.
And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case...
Is she gonna finally open up? There's no time left. Please, Farina, just spit it out. Oh no, a cutscene! Alright, here we go. What's going on? Oh no. I'm gonna find out. Who's gonna find out? Oh shit. Red Opera House. Holy crap. Oh no, she's gonna get stressed out. Oh god, we're in the magic show. Well, That's her trial, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance.
Oh gosh.
Now, without further ado, we may proceed to the trial of our god.
Oh gosh.
So, this is what it is. Yes, you deserve praise for the effort you took to raise the dramatic stakes.
Wait, how the hell did they raise the whole house? That in making sudden moves. There's one rumble, but bruh.
Do not
What?
forget, however, that I am Fosalor, the god of justice, the embodiment of justice itself. Does it not strike you as even the least bit absurd to bring the very concept of justice to trial?
I don't think they're gonna buy that, Farina.
May I interpret these words as your refusal to stand trial?
Oh, the
In
vets
that
right there.
case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
Oh shoot, Quoran's there. Uh oh.
You
Uh-oh.
draw your blade against a god?
Uh oh. Uh oh. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
Yeah, this is part of the act actually, or the play. Huh?
Paimon can't believe it. She just surrendered.
Yeah. So she's pretty much really hiding it until the end. Holy crap.
What the heck is going on? Did I just see an Archon surrender to a human?
Ooh.
How utterly humiliating.
Lady Farina, what is the meaning of this?
What? Puzzled audience member.
Shh.
Oh. Huh?
It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding. To be clear, the raising of both hands is not always an indication of surrender.
Looking for excuses again, huh?
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No
No
duel
duel.
shall be necessary.
You just don't want to get scared, huh?
I will admit that I've been running away for a long time. I'm sorry, everyone. I was unable to protect the people of Poisson. It is my duty to stand trial for my crimes.
Oh.
You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. I, too, am exceedingly disappointed in myself.
She's definitely hiding something, but I don't know.
But now, it is time for the Hydro Archon to show you her courage and resolve.
Why would... Okay, never mind.
Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice. This time, I will protect you.
Okay.
Applaud and rejoice. One of the most outrageous and fantastical arcs known to the opera epiclese is now unfolding before your eyes.
She's having the theatrics again.
Mark my words. This
Oh?
shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. The trial of the Hydro Archon, Fosalor, will now begin!
What?
Oh, now we're making history.
Oh. Why is the juror like so happy? Get no roulette.
Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Like, come on! Didn't she just get forced to stand trial for her crimes?
Pretty sure she can hear you, Paimon. That might give it away.
Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic, she is taking this seriously this time, right?
All right, then. Who will be my opponent in this trial?
The
Oh.
court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is that so? Very well. Then please speak, witness of Tivat, my accuser and fated opponent.
Damn. So did she know that it was just what? Oh my gosh. We were so close to getting her to tell us the truth, and it still turned out like this in the end. It's okay though. As long as we can defeat Farina in court, we'll still have a chance to figure everything out. She's really hiding that shit all the way.
Please allow me to ask, as a final question before the trial begins. Just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they were rather straightforward and easy.
Navia, the president of the Spina di Rosula.
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates.
Yeah, it's so obvious. Look at the scene.
They changed into plain clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you. The people's resentment against their Archon has been building as more and more of the prophecy is fulfilled. A spark was all we needed to turn smoldering anger into a flame. Moreover, according to our understanding and analysis of you, when something like that occurred, you would likely flee the scene and head to Poisson by yourself. So, we arranged for a second group to lie in wait there.
So, you mean the ones who scoured the settlement for me were also from the Spina?
And their goal was to force you to step into the giant magic box so you may personally participate in the greatest magic performance in all of Fontanian history.
Dang.
That's right. That house was a magic box rather than someone's residence.
Oh gosh.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epiclese,
Super ultimate.
the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Aranias. Its cargo, of course,
Yeah, that's a long way actually. Though.
was an Archon instead of a human. My thanks, Farina. Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary performance.
You're welcome?
Oh my gosh.
Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull this off.
Yeah, how the hell did they manage
We
that
had to
off?
select a location, construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel,
Oh.
and open up a path through the water. It was a lot of work for all of us.
Holy crap, dig a tunnel, open a path through the water? Bruh.
So, in other words,
The
the earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house?
Oh my gosh.
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Sorry about that. We deceived you back there.
Then, I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's parts.
Uh-huh.
You gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion duelist would be immediately ready for a fight. Also that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch. Am I right?
She knows her way through a play, bro.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine would accept a duel with an Archon without flinching.
We don't even know how powerful you are, though.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As for you, Traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found me in Poisson. You'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage.
No, you guessed wrong.
Oh?
My mission was to give you one last chance. We hoped that you'd share your secret with us before the magic box arrived onto the stage.
Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance. It's fine. It matters not. What's done is done. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to the very end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the only thing we can do now is to judge the Hydro Archon. Still, I can't help but be a little bothered by that conversation earlier. What did Frida want to say to me right before we arrived on the stage?
Sir Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along.
Well,
this is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received permission to share with you during the trial. According to her, it should speed up the proceedings.
Oh.
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too! Hey, Charlotte!
A little wave, she has.
Oh, let Paimon see. Isn't this the exclusive interview that she did with us before? So she's already finished it, huh? Wait, then that means this document is a perfect timeline of everything that's happened ever since we stepped foot in Fontaine!
Oh.
So in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence every time we want to use something from our journey as evidence for an argument!
It's a super practical gift. I never would have thought of using it this way.
Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
Okay.
You defeated the Hydro Archon in the very first duels you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, alright.
Oh. Became Lindy's attorney. Murder case unfolded in the midst of the Lindy and Lynette's first performance at the Grand Opera House, though they were not cleared the accusation leveled against them. Their identities as agents of the House of the Heart were revealed.
I didn't think that you'd wind up getting to the bottom of the case I'd been following all this time. I guess you could also see this as a happy coincidence.
The truth behind the serial disappearances of young woman case. Turns out that Fontainians can be dissolved by water from primordial sea over the years. Lachey kidnapped and dissolved many young girls for his experiments to try and find a way to bring back his wife, who had been dissolved. Okay. Holy crap, there's a lot, bro. This might take me a while.
This is the first time Monsieur Neuvillette had a difference of opinion with the Oratrice. Even the Hydro Archon can't figure it out.
Child's conviction should bind the certification from though Neuvillette believes child to be innocent, the Oratrice judged him as guilty in the end. Even Corinne didn't know why. The meeting with the knave, Fernia's opera house.
A Fatui Harbinger. She's an extraordinary person. Her instinct must mean something.
The meeting with the knave. During the diplomatic meeting with the knave, she revealed that she had already probed Farina on her own, and believes it is possible that not only Farina can't speak English. That not only is Farina not realized the Archon, but that she is actually afflicted with some sort of curse. Okay, Fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede was almost destroyed in a single day. That I didn't witness that scene personally will always be a source of professional regret, I think.
I like this Charlotte Archon, right? Or Icon, bro. What am I talking about? The intrusion of the Primordial Sea into the Fortress of Meripede. The entrance to the Primordial Sea is sealed beneath the Forbidden Zone in the Fortress of Meripede, and recently, the Primordial Sea has nearly broken out. It was only temporarily pushed back by Neuvillette's power.
According to Monsieur Neuvillette, both Child and that whale should have been in the Primordial Sea at that time.
Yeah, the whale in the dream. He saw a child floating in the sea in a dream, as well as an indescribably massive wave. Ruins. Navia falling to the seawater.
I lost my awesome friend Navia. To be honest, that still gives me shivers.
Yeah, she almost died, bro. Navia falling to the seawater. While exploring the ruin near Poisson, it began to collapse and Navia fell into water containing Primordial Sea. Only the protection of the dead members of the Spina di Rosula prevented her from dissolving. Ooh, okay, that's good to know. Court of Fontaine. Tea time with
The words of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only be truly understood when something surreal happens to you.
And quote-unquote and communicated with you by connecting your consciousness. She believes the prophecy will certainly happen, but that you need not give up all hope. Okay. Okay.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on, Nervylette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese. Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance, I still haven't even been informed of my supposed guilt in all of this.
She's so... I love her.
Of course, it is
so
only
great.
natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However, you will need more than that to convict me of a crime.
Are you sure about that?
That's true.
Oh.
But my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon.
Yes! More Zach's voice acting.
Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Ooh.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Oh. Holy moly.
I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but did I hear that right? She's not our Archon at all?
Charge accepted.
Ooh. Here we go.
Lady Farina, do you plead guilty to the charge?
No, she's not. Uh-oh.
Lady Farina.
Oh, she can't answer.
I plead not guilty. How can I be guilty?
Oh, she lying.
There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
That scene, though, I like that.
Yeah. Even though Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Fair-minded audience member.
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady Farina can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that prosecutor have to make such a huge claim?
Suspicious audience member. Yo, we always, words with this, but it's hilarious.
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. There would be no fooling their memory. See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor. Are you sure you want to commit to a charge that will never be upheld? If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the God of Justice that you will not have to face trial for making a false accusation. We will treat everything that's happened as a dramatic spectacle and move on with our lives. What do you say to that?
Nope.
An argument with near impossible odds, huh? You have to not only refute Farina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
The people only see you as their Archon because that's their long-held belief.
Well, I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon, then what manner of being do you think I am? And if I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
You're like an Eidolon, I would say. I've got to think carefully. What do we know to be special about Farina exactly? Oh shit. Oh. Relevant, child's conviction, being with a name. Relevant, okay, relevant. All of them are relevant. Not this one, there's no way. The meeting with the knave. And with the Farina didn't know why. I'm gonna say this. Is that?
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, it's not right.
I don't think this clue can be used as compelling evidence to build our case.
Okay then, so not child's conviction. Then the tea time with Endo, didn't really say much. Meeting with the knave?
First of all, you may be
I
a
see.
member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And second of all, even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to extend your life.
Hey, I was close though. Such as a curse.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave? You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger's words against me.
I like how we're going up against an Archon and not the Harbingers now. Interesting. Doesn't matter who gave us the information. What matters is the veracity of the claim.
A curse? I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble a type of curse.
Aura, huh?
But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
Ooh.
You sensed it too, huh, Neverlet?
So, Farina, instead of an Archon, could you just be a cursed human?
Lady Farina is actually a human?
Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart just by looking at them.
It's not
It's not impossible.
Contemplative audience member. Oh, it's balanced now. That was a reasonable,
Well, don't
oh.
start celebrating too early now. Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said, how does that prove that I am merely a human being? Besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why they're worshipped as gods.
You don't have the gnosis though, that's a big thing.
For centuries, manifestations
Oh,
of
the
my
angle,
authority
though.
have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very opera house, or consider the endemnitium that is used in every aspect of life.
The Analyse Cardinal. Wait, that one trial proved the opposite. Farina actually has no control over the Oratrice. Yeah, it's the, yeah, this one. Child's, thing.
You tried to reference the Oratrice, but weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that by now.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend. There is no need to provide an explanation.
That's not enough.
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in order.
That's not enough, Farina, come on.
While the court is in session, the principles of justice and the law must come before all else. While you are an Archon, you are also first and foremost the defendant in this trial.
Plus, you're in human world, come on.
You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information against the rules of the court.
I never thought you'd use that kind of rhetoric against me.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Farina. I've merely reiterated the rules of the court. Rules that all should respect and follow.
Yep. Nobody's above the law.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice. Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon, haven't they?
Yeah, seems
The
like
real
it.
Hydro Archon. Well, now you're really losing me. It is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day. But the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally, and it has been operating independently ever since it was first created.
Huh.
You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be no god at all.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's confident that we won't be able to produce proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
Sure, we can put the Oratrice aside for now, but then Miss Farina, could you give us a brief demonstration of your powers as an Archon?
My power as an Archon. There are many ordinary citizens in the audience, How can I just carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an Archon?
Yeah, she's just pretty just putting up a front.
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
You don't need to go that far.
A brief demonstration of your power over Hydro should be quite harmless. Surely an Archon can at least match the capacities of a human with a vision.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god?
Oh?
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium!
She made that up.
Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and I've converted the people's faith in justice into Indemnitium!
That's just an excuse.
Thus did I give up all of my divine power to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives. Have you ever seen a more magnanimous god?
Isn't that a huge stretch?
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even still be called a god?
Them retorting audience member. Oh, that's not a good.
Seems like nobody's buying Furina's excuse.
Yep.
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar. I'm still the same Furina you knew, right? The one that you loved. Shouldn't you want to believe in me?
I mean, we love you, but come on.
Please. You've got to believe me.
Oh no, she's crying.
What the prosecutor said is true. She really has committed a grave offense.
Yep.
Did she deceive all of us? And all of our parents and grandparents too? And then all of our ancestors? Ever since they were born?
She's been doing it for centuries.
Enough!
Oh.
That's enough.
Oh.
Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now? Seems like she really doesn't want to give up.
I kind of feel bad pressuring her, but she just won't give up, bro. If we can't prove that she isn't an Archon, we can try to prove that she is just a human. If she's only human, nope, irrelevant. Okay. Huh. Doesn't have to do anything with this stuff. True shit. Became Lenny's attorney. It's nothing to do with it. Oh. Try my best to get it at first time, but to prove she's human at least. Either this. Let's try this with the roulette. I don't know if it's right. No, yeah.
Doesn't sound right. Paimon doesn't think this clue can be used as compelling evidence to build our case.
Began to collapse and when the prediction distance. Denise, bro. I'm just whopping this, bro. Doesn't have to wait. What evidence can prove that Furina's a human? Doesn't have to do with Navia, I would assume, but maybe this.
It has been
it is.
established that all Fontanians can dissolve in water from the primordial sea, and that means.
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human,
oh yeah, that's true.
There's a method that you can use right here and now to eliminate all suspicions of you being the latter.
But why did I think of that? That she's the only one who would be left out. after the water rose. Oh my goodness, my brain.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court. Though you act in partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
I'm super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood struck the area not long ago, taking many lives, including those of some of my closest friends.
Yeah.
So, Miss Farina, would you dare to touch some of this seawater?
Ooh. Is she gonna do it though?
To believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching this seawater would have no effect on you. All it should do is strengthen your case. But if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more people dissolve. I do hope you'll act prudently and choose the simpler path of admitting guilt.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I guess her suggestion is valid.
Agreeing audience member,
If
okay.
Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontanian like all the rest of us. Would she really dare to try?
Pondering audience member. Oh, is she actually gonna touch it? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Farina?
Lady Farina, this test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution. As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
Oh, there's no way out for her then.
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word. It really does seem like she's quite terrified of it. That could only mean...
She's a human.
What's going on? Is she really planning to... That's not what we thought she would...
Oh, shit.
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Farina, you may...
Uh-oh, she's gonna touch it. Oh, shit. She didn't dissolve, though. She actually... she actually touched it. She didn't dissolve, so...
I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved!
Oh my goodness. She probably didn't think that would...
Will you believe
oh my gosh.
me now? I really am your Archon! I'm nothing like a normal human who would fall apart as soon as they touch this water! Really? Was this not the most obvious thing in the world?
I feel like she didn't think that was not gonna work.
Miss Siegewin? If you're present, Miss Siegewin, please come forward and attend to the defendant.
Siegewin?
Oh? She's a nurse.
Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds. Let me see.
Is it gonna show sign that she absorbed it or something?
That should be enough.
Oh?
Please announce the results of your evaluation to the court, Miss Siegewin.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that
Oh, it does.
she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater.
Oh
The
gosh.
extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
Oh, so she can dissolve then, but she can stop it.
Thank you, Miss Siegewin. Lady Farina, you may return to the defendant's stand.
Holy moly.
Oh wait, what did she just say? I didn't get dissolved! Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
I mean, you're still a being that has power, so...
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson.
And Siegewin's right here. I didn't even realize.
However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, On the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur,
Oh.
we don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve as an expert witness.
Oh, that's big brain, actually.
It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used. Farina could have...
Yeah.
I can't believe you...
You set her up! But what's really going on here? Farina can have not known the consequences of touching that water as a human. Oh, we can use that one. This is too unlike how she usually acts. Unless it's actually more important for her to keep up her facade than to save her own life. But hadn't she given up on everything a long time ago?
Listen to me! Listen to me, everyone! Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks! What happened just now didn't prove a single thing!
Oh gosh. She's so stressed out.
Think about it! How can you conclusively prove that an Archon can't also be affected by the primordial seawater? Also, if I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water?
Oh no, she's stressed out. Oh, not agreeable. Uh-oh.
Please, everyone,
Oh no,
anyone,
don't
just
cry.
listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
Oh no, don't cry. I feel bad for pressuring her. All of us are just like, close our eyes. Oh no. No, Farina. Exasperated audience member.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. The odds are just too stacked against her now.
Yeah.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Farina to win.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
Oh. The judgment of... No, Farina! Uh-oh. Oh no! She's not loved anymore. It's kind of painful to see. Oh no, Farina. Uh-oh. Where's she at? What the?
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is...
Oh no! She's losing everyone. Oh crap. No, Farina, she's so terrified, bro. Look at her eyes. Holy sh... Oh gosh. Oh, no, this is so sad. No.
We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
Yeah, it's all stacked up against her. Holy shit. I wonder what's the Oratrice gonna verdict though.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Farina is...
Oh.
Well, what's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
It can't be. Did the Oratrice just declared Farina to be innocent?
No. The Oratrice also displays a guilty verdict.
But it's by death sentence.
Isn't that correct then?
But I got spoiled, bro.
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus: the
Hydro
Archon guilty to be punished via the death sentence.
Oh shit! That's the first one.
The death sentence?
Yeah, when I saw this, I got shook, bro.
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just a myth.
Holy moly.
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court, and it's been given to the very person we've worshipped as the god of justice? What an unexpected twist.
Farina's been sentenced to death by the Oratrice?
Holy shit.
We just wanted to use the trial to show her the seriousness of things so she'd tell us the truth.
Oh no.
How did things escalate this quickly?
Holy
This outcome
crap.
is indeed quite strange. According to Fontaine's current definitions of justice, as well as its recommendations for criminal sentences, is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
Holy moly.
Even Fache wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice.
Yeah.
You know, the real evil mastermind behind the serial disappearances case.
What's more strange is, instead of Farina, the Oratrice rendered judgment on the Hydro Archon.
Indeed. Not only is Farina's sentence overly excessive, the very point of our trial today was also to prove that Farina has never been the Hydro Archon in the first place. But now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon. What does this mean?
So she's definitely not the Archon then. Oh no. Rita, don't cry.
Excuse me.
Oh, it's
if I may
Fremine.
interrupt.
Fremine, hello.
Is the trial still going?
Fremine! You finally made it. I assume this means you've completed your mission?
Oh, it's the mission.
Any mission Father assigns to me will always be top priority.
Nice. With some help from the other platoon, Fremine brings a stone slate. Oh, bruh.
That the first prophecy slate?
Oh.
Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremine to try and find the missing slate.
Damn.
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water.
Oh, Fremine's okay though.
But
The diving.
has the trial already concluded? Then doesn't that mean I've come too late?
Oh no, Fremine.
Oh no. Father will be disappointed in me.
No, Fremine, don't worry. The mystery hasn't been resolved yet. It's still not too late for you to shine. I'll see that.
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow me to review the record left on the slate.
Seems like there's...
Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slates, and would like you to come here and confirm their contents.
Seems like there's someone in the middle of the slate. Let's see.
Huh? So what do you see? What is it?
This looks like... the previous Hydro Archon releasing her divine power, turning the Oceanids into human beings. Whoa!
I believe I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
Yo, that's some huge lore bomb, bruh.
Isn't the Hydro Archon just guilty of deceiving her people? Oh, wait, no, that's Farina, and we've already proven that she's not the Hydro Archon. So when you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the real Hydro Archon we've been kind of talking about?
Yeah.
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
An association between the contents of the slates and the events in real life.
Okay, let's try to recall the contents of the other 3 stone slates. Paimon will do her best to help you remember.
Huh? Are we in cutscene or? Oh, okay. Select to check the description on the stone slates to extract key information from them. You can find scenarios related to the stone slates, contents, and the incidents recorded in the interview notebook. There, you can verify said content. As the verification process continues, the fountain water level in the menu interfaces will rise. Okay. When you have finished verifying all the stone slates, the truth behind the prophecy shall be revealed. Real events related to the prophecies and the prophecy slates. Okay.
The stone slate describes what you just said. It seems to show the previous Hydro Archon using her divine power, and then the Oceanids turn into humans.
I see. Interesting.
Does that mean that Fontanians are transformed Oceanids? Oh, Paimon wasn't expecting that. But if Oceanids can turn into humans, then perhaps this process can be reversed as well.
Yeah, the primordial sea. This is very interesting.
The second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky, and the Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together. But the heavens still brought judgment down upon them.
So does that mean they don't like what the previous Hydro Archon did?
This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontanians were branded with their original sin. Does this mean that the original sin and the Hydro Archon sin are the same thing?
So the punishment was Fontaine to be...
The third slate shows the Hydro Archon seeking into the sea surrounded by many people.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds Paimon, didn't we also watch that happen to someone else?
Was it Navia?
Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontanians have been talking about. People dissolving into the sea, the Hydro Archon crying on her throne, and so on.
So everything is not in order.
We didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen at first, did we? But after that incident, it was just a question of when and not if.
Okay, I need to reorder them. It seems to show the former Hydro Archon using divine power. Probably should say 1. Okay, not all of them are wonders, okay. Storm State show prophecy describes the future. The first beast that was originally bound by Fremine. It seems to show the former Hydro Archon using divine. Oh, okay. Turns out the fund can be dissolved by primordial pure sea from the waters. Sealed, okay. Evidence that verifies proper slate number 1 is... Wait, verify. Announcement of the Hydro Archon that settled after the court proved that Furina was not the Hydro Archon. The verdict displayed by the word was actually the Hydro Archon guilty, to be punished by the death sentence. Tea time with N. And communicate with you by connecting your consciousness. She believes the prophecy will certainly happen, but that you need not give up all hope. Now be falling to seawater. While exploring the ruin near Poisson. Began to collapse and Navia fell into the water from below the sea. Only the protection of the dead members of the Spina of the Reserve prevented her from dissolving. I think this should be number 1, I think. The intrusion of the Primordial Sea into the Fortress of Meripede. The entrance of the Primordial Sea is sealed beneath the Forbidden Zone. The Fortress of Meripede and recently the Primordial Sea was nearly broken out. It was only temporarily pushed back by Nervlette's power. Child's conviction. Though Nervlette believed the child to be innocent, the Ortiz judged him as guilty, and even the Furina didn't know why. The truth behind the serial disappearance case of young woman. Bro. Turns out that Fontanians can be dissolved by water from the Primordial Sea. Over the years, Pache kidnapped and dissolved many young girls for experiments to try and find a way to bring back his wife who had been dissolved. Okay, so 1 that verifies... Is it Navia? Shows a scene that is basically identical to that described in the prophecy circulating throughout Fontanians will eventually be dissolved in the sea, and the Archon will sit alone on her throne and weep. Is this?
That doesn't sound quite...
Bro. It's too obvious. Like this is this. Okay, that's good.
It's not as simple as falling into the sea. When Navia fell into the sea, her consciousness was subjected to judgment. The stone slates show the people gathered around the Hydro Archon in the sea. Could that be alluding to the same thing?
Oh, it's like a sin. Navia falling into the seawater. While exploring the ruin, Navia fell into seawater containing primordial seawater. Okay, prophecy shows Celestia floating in the sky. The Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together, but the heavens still brought judgment down upon them.
Perhaps
I was right.
What is about to take place
Has
has
all
all
that
happened
been
before. The true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervalet mentioned, and the original sin cast down on the people of Fontaine by Celestia, as recorded on the stone slates.
Okay. The Hydro Archon who was sentenced to death, sentence never before passed in the court of judgment, has been handed down to the Hydro Archon. Just what kind of sin merits such a verdict? So's her crying.
That doesn't sound quite right.
Crap.
Let's think about this some more.
Okay. So this shows mission from using the Bible to turn oceans into people. Maybe this. Oh, I was
We
right.
know from the case of the serial disappearances of young women that Fontainians can be dissolved in primordial seawater, and the first stone slate tells us that long ago, the Hydro Archon used her power to turn Oceanids into humans. This might be the reason that Fontainians can dissolve.
Humans who turn into Oceanids. The fact that Fontainians can dissolve in primordial seawater becoming Oceanids is proof of their origin. It shows a scene that is basically identical to that described in the prophecy circulating throughout Fontaine. Fontainians will eventually be dissolved into the sea, and the Hydro Archon will sit alone on her throne and weep.
The prophecy from the stone slates found its way into society, but not many people believed it at first. The fortress of Meropide was nearly flooded with primordial seawater, which we know can cause Fontainians to dissolve. It seems increasingly likely that the prophecy may come true. If we hadn't dealt with it in time, things could have gone very badly.
Well, Nervalet did most of the thing, so...
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater, converge, and take the form of an Oceanid.
Oceanid.
The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Perhaps this means that her sin was actually Fontaine's original sin. Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness, and was forced to take part in a trial meant to make her stay.
Yeah,
The
saw
eruption
that.
of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meropide was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass no matter what.
Yep.
The prophecy's contents can all be verified by recent events. If we combine what we know together, loads of truths should come to light.
She's verification complete. Let's go. Let's go. I didn't do bad actually. It was okay. Alright, where are we at?
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So that's how you can make sense of it. But then it feels like we're going to have to share some truly shocking revelations.
Revelations.
Let's hear them.
The first slate reveals that Fontainians are not real mutants.
Incredible. Linny, did you hear that?
We're not real humans.
Interesting.
All Fontainians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with Oceanids as their basis. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontainians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vacher dissolved were also turned into Oceanids.
Yeah.
Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she also saw everyone gathered around for a trial, all of them in the shape of Oceanids.
Yep.
Indeed.
The second slate reveals that the crime of the Hydro Archon was her creation of Fontaines from Oceanids. Oh, it's a sin turning Oceanids to humans.
And it follows from the context intent of the first slate, that she probably angered Celestia by creating humans without prior permission.
Okay.
That could also explain why the Oratrice judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty. It's to account for that ancient sin.
So they needed permission. I see.
The Hydro Archon's true sin was creating us?
Yeah.
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese.
The twist. History.
The twists of history are often the most unexpected of all.
As for the third slate, I'm still convinced that it should come from after the fourth slate.
Yeah, isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea?
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate?
The fourth slate depicts the fulfillment of the prophecy as it's already widely known.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Yeah.
Did Paimon get all that right?
Yep. You got it.
You've made some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't know, it is impressive that you've already managed to connect so many pieces of the truth.
It's the power of main character. Power of plot.
However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also been etched with an additional layer of hidden information using a different power source. When we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded in the slates. But since we only had 3 slates at the time, I was unable to come to a full conclusion. Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another attempt to decipher the narrative recorded within. If everything goes well, we should finally be informed of the unadulterated truth.
I see. So what's gonna happen to Furina then? Oh. So she's gonna use his power like that, okay.
Well? Did you get it?
I believe I should share this truth not only with you, but with all the people of Fontaine as well. I will try to briefly summarize it for you.
Okay.
Your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontainians and the sin of the Hydro Archon were both correct. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land.
Oh. I see. They just didn't want to live in water.
The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind.
Yeah, I knew it. It has something to do with the Eidolon, yeah. We've experienced this before Fontaine was released.
However, even though water as an element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the 7, did not possess the authority to create a new form of human life.
I see.
Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea.
Oh.
She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanids' blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process.
Interesting.
But if Fontainians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result, their forms would collapse, and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids.
Damn.
Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea.
I see.
That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
Interesting.
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
No wonder they can be turned into Oceanids when they came into contact with Primordial Sea.
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing.
Wait, but if that's the truth, we
Out
can't
of
let the
control
Hydro
audience.
Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
True, yeah.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontanian,
Uh-huh.
but it does answer a lot of our questions.
Yep.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was inaccurate. The slates' respective positions are, in fact, correct.
So they are in the right order. What is the third slate supposed to represent?
A key point of the visual on the third slate is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Oceanids.
Oh.
They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea.
Oh.
The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of Trials and Justice. Instead of being the literal element, the water in the scene symbolizes judgment and justice.
Man, we just forgot Farina just sitting on a throne.
You may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate.
There are so many Oceanids.
Therefore, the meaning of the third slate is that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the Court of Justice.
Oh, it can't be.
Yes, it refers to our present situation.
Yeah, she just got convicted of...
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy,
We just can't escape fate, bruh.
in truth, everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold.
Oh my
So
goodness.
now, it seems, we're the ones making sure it comes true.
Oh, holy fuck.
What should we do?
Everyone's gonna dissolve. Oh no, I don't know. It feels like there's no way out of this.
Huh. No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Is this what it feels like to be a prisoner of fate?
Oh gosh.
If that's the case, does that mean the scene in the fourth slate will also be fulfilled soon?
How's that gonna happen?
Traveler,
Oh shit.
I would like to point out another small fallacy in your deductions.
Mm-hmm.
About the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meripede served as the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass, yes?
Mm-hmm.
However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something far worse to come.
I see.
As for the root cause of the catastrophe, I believe you've already encountered it once before.
I have. Wait, could it be? Oh shit. The ultimate proof. So what is the true source of the catastrophe?
This eruption was just a small warning of the things to come. We must find the root cause of the disaster.
So they're not in order. The intrusion of the primordial sea in the fortress of Meripede. The secret of the fortress of Meripede has been protected against the entrance to the primordial sea, though Neuvillette has sealed it once. Just how long would it last? The prophesied disaster will likely spread from here. Is that the sentence? Okay, we already did this. Prophesied disaster will likely spread from here. Oh, all of them are right, this three. Which is child, right? What's this? The whale in the dream. He saw a child floating in the sea in the dream, as well as an indescribably massive whale. This one.
It was both dream and reality.
Oh. It's both dream and reality.
A true culprit, that could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
The truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
For the whale to burst out. Holy shit. Holy moly. Uh-oh. Here we go. The cutscene we go. Everyone evacuate. Fast. Holy crap. Protect the people. Shit, the Hydro Dragon versus the whale, bruh. Holy crap. No, the people! Oh, Child's there. Oh, the scene though, holy shit. It's not dead yet. Went back to his domain. So that's the abyss that he's talking about. Oh shit. When he took after him, he's like, I feel like he's exhausted.
That was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the Opera House? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
That's right. I'd wager that it's also the one that Child saw when he was young.
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here.
Uh-huh.
That whale does not belong to Tevat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while.
Dormammu 2.0? What?
It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea,
Oh, I see.
using it to grow. That is the main cause for the rising sea levels.
Oh, he's just increasing his power level.
And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea, its next step will be
to devour
You
everything.
said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontanians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
No wonder the whale was trying to eat the people.
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontanians nigh impossible to resist.
Yeah.
Therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided to make its next stop a packed opera house full of food. Food in the form of Fontanians.
Holy shit.
We just barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people again once it's managed to recover its strength?
I wonder how the Child's holding up too, actually.
That is correct. Indeed, it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying us some time. Without him, the whale would have likely come onto land far sooner.
I like how Child just sparring with the fucking whale, bro.
From the way he looked, he must have been fighting the creature for quite a long time.
Yeah.
That battle maniac. We've always known that he had a special connection with that whale, but we definitely didn't expect it to help us out like this.
Yeah, it's another question though.
Anyway, now that we know that this whale is the actual cause of the disaster recorded in the prophecy, all we need to do to stop the prophecy would be to find a way to beat it up, right?
It is too late.
Oh shit, what do you
It
mean?
had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea's energy before we could notice it. At this point, it has become practically integrated with the sea itself.
See.
Even if the entirety of Tevat were to be destroyed, it could still survive and swim off towards some other world.
Yeah, there's like primordial sea on other worlds as well, huh?
That's not something I will accept. We've already done everything we can, and we even found the true culprit. We've come so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just not fair.
Seems like it.
Indeed, that's not how a grand performance should end.
I'll fight it to the end, no matter what.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
It's been prophesized, so... Okay, what is the traveler thinking?
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesized will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
But... after everything still turned out like this, we couldn't fight against fate. Wait, but if this is all about fate...
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods. Could things be happening in hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall? Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play your part.
Okay. Could it be that even the prophecy will be fulfilled? That even if the prophecy will be fulfilled, there will still be a way to save everyone. Did I miss something? I missed something? Come on, Ether. Wait, I forgot about Farina. What was it that she wanted to say to me at the last moment? The giant magic box. What is her real secret? Is it the Oratrice? Ah, I knew it. Something
What's
off.
happening with the Oratrice?
Yep, something off with the Oratrice.
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Oh shit. Oh no, she's still crying. No. Is that the...
No, I still need answers.
No. Oh, it touched with their consciousness. Oh shit. There's a huge, holy mo, there's a huge fucking, what's that, guillotine? Bruh. Damn. Just became white though. Let's see what happens. Holy freak. Oh gosh. She looks, is that her? She looks different.
You.
Oh, it's Nigeria? Peru. Okay.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
Oh, it's Nigeria, right?
You are not Farina. Who are you?
The sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Oh, she's the real
Focalor. Why did you deceive us?
Her voice sounds deep, bro.
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Oh.
Deceiving the heavenly principles.
So I feel like the gods are like turning their backs against the heavenly principles.
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded.
Yeah, she looks more pretty, what the hell?
One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe, now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril.
Yep.
So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum.
It was like, it's like A thinking about eternity.
I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time. I'm a genius, I know. I can
Oh,
only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor.
she still has the ego.
Although, looking back
Eh.
now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up.
Yeah, that's what That's what according to Risley said that it's the main reason why the Fortress of Meripede existed. Okay, now it makes sense.
But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
Is it the same voice actor but with the deeper voice?
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Huh.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being.
Oh, Farida.
The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina.
I knew it. It's like an Eidolon. Goodness.
She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished.
kind of feel bad for Farida because I feel like she doesn't know what's happening most of the time. Foster just left her like that.
Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her.
Oh, it's like that.
All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles.
I see.
Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne.
Bro, everything is like a play, bro. What the? This freaking Archon, bro.
In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress.
Oh gosh.
To play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy.
So she was just like keeping the secrets as far as she could.
Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness.
I feel bad for her, honestly.
Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass.
Yeah, I had this hypothesis that either in the Fortress of Meripede or the Oratories has some kind of connection to the real Archon.
I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being.
Well, this big arrow reminds me of like one of those games where there's like a quest. Like a story quest, something you need to talk to a person.
I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
Yeah. There's like a lot of signs that she was like enduring everything. And I'm not gonna take back anything, honestly. I love her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it.
Yeah.
It's been 500 years.
She's been doing that act for
And
centuries.
all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Oh gosh, let's start. Hello? Oh, it's another cutscene. Oh, just experienced that. I came into contact with Furina's tears. If I remember correctly, tears often contain a being's strongest emotions. With sufficiently strong hydrosensitivity, I can form an emotional connection, just like I did with that Oceanid at the Fountain of Lucine. Wait, could this be Furina's inner world? Furina? What's she doing on stage? Wait a moment. Or probably isn't Furina. That's likely a reflection of her inner self. If I can directly speak to that self, I might be able to easily get what I wanted to know. I came here for answers. Either way, this opportunity is not to be missed. Let me try talking to her. So we're in her plane of euthymia. Let me get there. Right side? Oh, right here. Hello, Furina. Meet Furina. There you go.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Come on, it's me. Furina.
All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you.
Don't look at me, don't look at me.
There is no need to state your name.
Wait, what?
Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
But I don't see an audience here.
Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it?
Wait, just like what the frick is this? Huh?
I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
It makes sense that we see that text because we're inside her consciousness. Something's off. There's no getting through to her. Even her heart of hearts still playing the role of the Hydro Archon. What sort of resolve must she have that even her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I had to find a way. Oh. It says that we. Oh yeah, spot. Yeah, I was gonna do that. Monsieur Blancheux.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
What are you doing here, bruh? Oh, it's the guards. I just realized.
No touching.
Alright, there you go, jeez. Is he gonna appear another one?
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
No one's here, wake up, bruh.
As one with wind and cloud.
Oh gosh, I missed. Sorry, Furina, if that hits you. Oh my goodness, I'm missing! Stop moving around, My gosh. You know what? I'm gonna heal actually. Nice. A little bit of healing. There you go. Watch Furina's performance. It's all the spotlights turned off. In Farina's heart, they must have symbolized the eyes of the people on her. Speaking of which, I think I just received some sort of signal. Was that her true voice? A ticket? When did that end up here? Oh, golden one. Oh, shoot. I need to sit there. Either way, looks like the show's about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Farina. Scene 1. Before a mirror. Farina. Oh, okay, it's automatic. Oh, what? Oh. Ether's not even sitting there, bro. By just walking to the mirror.
Farina. Farina.
Farina.
Huh?
What's that?
Who's that?
Sounds like
Who's calling me? Where are you?
it sounded like Arlecchino, bro.
Be not nervous. Be not afraid.
Oh, it's Focalor.
I am before you. Wait a moment. You're mirror me?
Oh.
How can this be?
Damn, she looks so pretty. Holy shit.
Mirror you,
Oh.
huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that. Mirror me.
Mirror me.
What do you wish to say? The prophecy. Have you heard of it? What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away. Oh, very good. You know it well.
It's very similar to Sumeru's Archon quest, honestly.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Oh no.
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it. But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too? Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Oh.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer?
Poor girl.
But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt? You truly are the perfect human, my ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. Huh? Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon, I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
Oh.
But
See.
how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this.
Man.
So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
I feel bad, bro.
Huh. How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
I knew she's gonna have like a sad freaking, well, little backstory, I guess. Okay, scene 2. Session speech for Arena. How many scenes are there? Crap. Where's... What was that? Oh, here we go.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people.
Uh-oh.
What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Well, it's probably her first day as a god, I guess. Quote-unquote god. Some
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Verena de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Appear earnest.
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
Oh, this is her trying to gain the people's trust. Close politely.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I
Oh.
would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Oh.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-backed puppet.
Oh. 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 Uh-oh.
going on? Why is everyone
Oh,
suspecting
no.
me of being a fake?
Uh-oh.
This is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy.
Damn, she was enduring this for 500 years. Holy moly.
Myrmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act? Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play. Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before. Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
But the doubts are gone.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
Salute with conviction. Summon courage?
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Turn of the drama.
The scales of justice
Yes.
should not weigh heavy in the hands of its god. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
Seems like the people of Fontaine likes drama in this speech, empathetically.
There is no trouble in this world
Goes
that
polite.
justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Damn, there's so many scenes. Scene 3, Opera House, Marina. Is that a... wait, what? Oh.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now, was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true. I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
She's not interested with the personal affairs.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
Like what Nicolette said. Nicolette said.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm.
Oh.
All right. Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
You remembered me, and you knew of my family too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
Oh, you're such a gentle and wise god. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Let's see. It's pretty much her facade then, trying to be a cover-up god, cover-up person for Focalor.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Bruh.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
Oh.
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
Oh gosh. I think she's gonna sleep now. Like a room.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time.
Man. I wonder how our story quest is gonna be like this.
But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion.
And usually she's gonna have like kind of like a sad story. Well, it's a little bit of story quest,
Maybe
bruh.
this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved.
Oh no.
Alright, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Oh man, poor girl. Holy crap, how many scenes are there? Scene 4, Opera House, Arena.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
So she's pretty much just repeating. You know.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Oh, she has short hair now. Oh shit. Oh, now she has long hair.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Uh-oh.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute.
So she is investigating privately then.
I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just don't know when these days will end.
Oh gosh, poor girl.
I'm utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today too.
Man. I knew she's gonna have like a sad freaking background. Okay, scene 5. Opera House, Farina. It's pretty much a repeat of each day actually. Yep, she's... Oh, she's been investigating a lot though. While doing her quote-unquote God works. Damn, she lost count, bro. How many scenes is that? Scene 182,000. 375 gross. Oh gosh.
It's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Dioteria, almost 20 generations ago.
Damn.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer, a descendant of a line most ardent.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina. My lady?
She's quite worried now, I think.
What is it, good citizen?
Is she crying?
Are you crying?
Dang.
Really now? I didn't even
knew it.
notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well,
Bruh.
can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder.
Oh gosh,
A
poor girl.
manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored indeed.
It's like work every day, huh? Eyes twitching too, poor girl. Goodness.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer?
This was the voice in the fountain.
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more.
I knew she was keeping an act.
I never imagined that it would hurt so
Oh
much.
no. No, Farida.
Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears.
Farida.
I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far?
That's why she hesitated when she was about to tell the traveler.
I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You
No.
have to succeed.
Farida, don't cry. 1-0. And 8182376.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone.
No, this is...
Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
This is the scene where we talked to her. It's my voice. It's the scene from when we were within the giant magic box. This is great. I didn't think that this scene would play in her world. Surely I'll find out what she wanted to tell me this time.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone.
Yes. More voice acting.
Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
More exact voicing. Let's go.
Witness. Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here.
Mm-hmm.
And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case... He's right. I could confide in him, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price.
No.
No, Farina. You shouldn't be selfish.
Poor Farina.
But what if it's really alright?
No, that's when the...
Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once.
Oh my goodness, she needs a hug, bro.
Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt. If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again.
Oh, she was contemplating it
Think
that
about
time.
it. Long and hard.
But I didn't have enough time. Yeah, we didn't have enough time.
No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better.
Oh.
All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Ah, she went with that route. I see. Poor girl. She's been suffering all this time.
Fine.
Fine. And that's a close to the play.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Bruh.
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth.
Is it not?
How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness, and Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
So she has the gnosis.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me.
Aha, I knew it.
It would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth.
Oh,
In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
Oh, what?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it.
Excuse me?
And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice.
Okay.
But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine.
And it was that powerful.
The
Jeez.
vast majority had to be accumulated to enact this death sentence.
Holy.
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
It was all a play.
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the Oratrice. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Ooh.
In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
Yeah, I think most people know that the Hydro Sovereigns are the real rulers of this world.
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we?
Uh-oh, look at that sad face.
The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
Bruh. Why is she teasing you?
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
Bruh.
Hydro Dragon, Hydro Dragon.
Don't cry.
I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime?
Yeah, they're the real enemies, actually.
Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed.
Yep.
I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you?
And she's rightfully right.
Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on. That should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, Whether it be myself or all other Fontanians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Neuvillette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too. At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Farewell,
The
Focalors.
hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common.
No.
Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
It's just like a play, what the fuck? Oh, now she's dancing. So we're in Furina's consciousness, and we all like connected then. Interesting. But Neuvillette's talking to Focalors. No. This Archon quest is long. It's crazy. No. Oh, she's lifeless. Furina. Thank you, Furina, for all you've done. From this moment on, please live happily as a human, just as I wish we could. Holy crap, it's raining hard outside Fontaine. Oh. Damn, that's an intense emotion from Neuvillette.
I, Iudex Neuvillette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Oh. Damn, he's a full dragon now. Oh shit. Wouldn't that mean that wouldn't heavenly principles would detect this? Oh shit. Fuck.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
Oh shit.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
Damn, this was
It's time
huge.
to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
He's already gained his full dragonhood, so.
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature.
Ooh.
We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtained power just now?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
You mean me?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring Narwhal.
Ooh.
Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Oh crap. Ugh, crap, I don't have time to finish it actually. This is a long Archon quest. I think I'm gonna have to end it somewhere around here. Okay, here we go. There's that freaking beast. Can I even leave? Oh shit, I have to defeat this first.
But how are we going to do that? It's huge!
Run, run.
I have already done my best to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from the Grail. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power. We shall look for an opening together.
Okay. I'm gonna end it here for now. Can I even end it here? Okay, I can end it. Okay, I'm gonna end it here for now. I don't have any time to complete the Archon quest. I'm so sorry. Alright guys, see you.